What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today we got some information on Marathon. None of this is official. It's from Tom Henderson on Insider Gaming, so take this all with a grain of salt. But if you're looking for more information about Marathon, which we are so desperately looking for those who are excited like myself, today is a day we got some good stuff. Now, we'll be talking about some systems in the game, some gameplay loop, and some maps. So let's jump right in there and talk about matchmaking or server player count, for example. So this is a 3-person extraction shooter as of now, so it's going to play similar to Escape from Takrov or even Hunt Showdown. Now, just because this is a 3-person extraction shooter, if you want to jump into a server as a duo or solo, you can, but you will be facing bigger teams. There is no information on whether or not this is going to be changed at some point with some different playlist options for players who jump in solo or duos, so expect a handicap if you wish in that regard. Now, there is something called an auction system, which all players have. We'll be reading from the articles so you guys get exactly what it is. So all players have a limited oxygen supply that essentially acts like the match countdown timer. Once the player loses oxygen, you begin to lose health. Extracting before you run out of oxygen and health is obviously the goal, but players can also find O2 canisters in the match or subsequently buy them at an expensive price on the market before heading into battle. Now, this oxygen system also ties somewhat into the injury system of Marathon. So with certain injuries causing the player to suffer different effects. For example, being shot in the waist area may cause damage to your oxygen supply, which will cause it to deplete more rapidly. Another example given was being concussed, which will cause the player's screen to blur periodically. And if the oxygen supply does become a hindrance, Marathon's abilities and perk system can solve that. So it's described as perks being able to help you with, like, faster revives, less O2 usage, faster movement in the water, etc. And abilities are a little more game-changing and powerful, allowing the likes of night vision to spot enemy outlines. The more the player progresses, the more perks and abilities they unlock. Now, this is an extraction shooter, which means if you die, you're gonna lose something, right? Well, yeah, there is some information on that. So before we jump into gameplay loop, let's talk about this. So in the current game, permadeath is a feature, but it's understood that players will only lose their loot, which are weapons, artifacts, currency, etc., things like that. Whereas implants are sometimes lost and perks are never lost. So the most impactful part of your player or your game itself is going to be your perks. That won't be lost, which are great. Let's see where implants land on viability and importance. And obviously losing your weapons is not going to be fun, as well as currency. So yeah, some of the core values of an extraction shooter are there with the permadeath and should be intriguing, but there is a little bit more information on the gameplay loop of Marathon, which is as follows. Choose your missions to complete in game. Buy, choose your loadout, perks, abilities, gear, drop into a server, hunt for loot, complete missions, explore and find secrets, extract, spend XP on updates, and you rinse and repeat that little loop. Basically, what every extraction shooter is, or at least should be at the core of the game itself. Now, obviously, this is Bungie's take. They're going to do a little bit more unique stuff. They're going to try to spice up this genre as they should. This is certainly some intriguing information. The systems on hand, I'm intrigued by. Oxygen being something important rather than, some circle, some gas, some end of the world type of event or moment in the map. Different ways to spice things up. We've got some other stuff from the dev talk. I didn't cover it, but the vid doc gave some more information on how players interact with the map and things like that. So all that stuff is exciting. And we do have some information on maps for Marathon. Specifically, it's understood that Bungie is currently developing 3 different maps for Marathon, but if all 3 released on launch remains to be seen. So yeah, keep that in mind. 3 maps should be cool. Bungie's really good at developing worlds. We've seen that with Destiny, we've seen that with Halo. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what the art direction, what the maps look and feel. I'm really excited for this game, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the information gathered here from Tom Henderson? Is it exciting? Is it just enough? Is it something you want more of? Maybe this turns you off. I don't know. Extraction shooters are a genre that should definitely be exploding soon. So let's see if Bungie can kick off that explosion, because yeah, I love Hunt Showdown. Escape from Takrov is fun. But yeah, if Bungie nails this, I'm going to be really, really excited. But I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, found this video informative, definitely drop this video a like. Helps out the video a ton. And if you guys want more Marathon content like this, and obviously when we get closer to the launch of the game eventually, a year, 2, whatever, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified for when I do drop content. But if we don't have any Marathon content along the way and you guys enjoy Destiny 2 and Call of Duty, those are games I also cover on the channel. So yeah, be sure to subscribe for all that good stuff. But that's pretty much all I gotta say on this one. Hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.